Let's talk about publishing to the web or to SMS. Very, very easy using Enterprise 6. Now, what I'm going to do is I could go ahead and call up that West Side Park story from my recent items. You can see it'll open up inside of its own tab. From here, I could determine which pieces I want sent out either to the web or to SMS. In this particular case, we know that this SMS article is going to be going to the SMS output channel, so I put a little checkbox there. I know that the story itself is going to go to the web, and perhaps I want the video to go along with it too. Okay. So I've got this. I could also decide that I want this photo to also go along with it. These checkboxes allow me to determine what the target is. What I'm going to show you here in this example is a gatekeeper approach to publishing something to these output channels. That means that someone has gone in, selected where things are going to go, and is going to physically click on a button in order to publish it to that output channel. That is not a necessity. You can set up a workflow inside of Enterprise so that things will be automatically sent out at a given time or as soon as they're modified, once they have a particular status, etc., if you need the workflow to function that way. But for the purposes of this demo, I'm showing you over here how I can see the channels that are associated with this West Side Park cleanup dossier. So I can see that there is an SMS channel. Down at the bottom, I can choose to either publish or to preview it. If I click on preview, you'll see here is a preview of a phone, and it gives me the text of the article that the subscriber would hopefully see. What I could then do is go ahead and click on Publish. It's going to make sure that this is what I want to send, so it's just verifying. Do you sure you want to send this? I'm going to go ahead and click on OK. And it says it's been successfully published. I'll go ahead and click on OK again. And you'll see that here's a little stamp that tells me the time and the date. And on my iPhone, I'm not sure if you can see it, but this is basically the SMS article that I just sent. So very easy to send something out. On the web, it works similarly. Now, I'm showing you this under Drupal. You do not need to use Drupal to use this functionality, but Drupal is open source. It's a great solution, so we're just showing our integration with it. In this particular case, you can see how I've got our Globe website. What I may also do is just log myself out just so that you're not seeing any of the other messages that might pop up. So you can see here's this. I'll click on the Earth section. I've got one story listed there. Now inside of Content Station, I'm going to click on the Web channel, Ask to Preview. And you'll see that this is what it's going to look like when it's sent across. There's that image, there's that video, here's the story. Okay, West Side Park headline. If I go ahead and click on Publish now, these are the pieces that are going to be sent over. I go ahead and click on OK. It says it's been successfully published. If I switch over into Safari and refresh, you can see West Side Park headline, and here's that image. And when I click on it, you can see it's not the best image listed there, but here's that video, and then here's the text. Now the way all of this looks was set up according to the theme that was created for Drupal. You would set this up to look however you need for your particular output capabilities. But what's important to note is that we did not generate an XML file and then store it somewhere and then tell Drupal to automatically import it, etc. We literally communicated with Drupal and sent it a message with the various texted fields and the data itself and told it this is what you need to publish. In our current environment of web publishing, a lot of systems just throw things over the wall, and once it's over the wall, they have no control over it. We thought about this, and we were like, well, why is it that if you send something to a web system, a web content management system, and then you either need to edit it or remove it, why do you either have to contact a separate web editor, or why do you have to go into a separate interface in order to do that? We have the capability in Enterprise 6 to just send updates of items, as you can see here via the update icon if I make a change to any piece of information that is being sent to the web. But we also have the capability of unpublishing things. So if we decide that, oh, this really shouldn't be out there and I need to get rid of it, if I go ahead and click on Unpublish, it says Dossier successfully unpublished. And when I go into my Earth section, you'll see it's gone. So I didn't have to contact a web editor. I didn't have to go into a separate interface. It just sent the instruction immediately to the web content management system and told it to come on out. And we think that's pretty amazing. And it's leaps and bounds ahead of what some of the other systems are doing out there, especially when you consider they're mainly proprietary.